What was that?
I thought you were wearing two different socks.
No,
They're
they
just
just go
they are
together.
different. It's just that they're a pair.
They go together.
Thanks. I got it. I said I got it.
They go together.
Okay, I get it.
Hey guys, welcome to Nerd Locker Podcast, your entertainment podcast for everything movies, television, video games, and more. My name's Adam.
Oliver.
Oliver here.
I've been listening back to like older episodes, and I realize I'm the same tone every time. So now, from now on, it's
No,
gonna be
last
something
one
different.
you had,
I
you
had
were
something
like,
else.
you were out of breath.
What was I running?
No, you were putting on that blazer.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
It's different though.
Yeah. All right. So today we're going to go over a couple different random things. The first thing is going to be something I want to bring to you. I haven't talked to you about this yet because I want to see what your opinion is. Secret Wars, we don't know what's really going on. We know the shakeup with Jonathan Majors, blah, 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 the recast, all this other stuff. But what if we get a Secret Wars movie that is Loki-centric? So, in other words, we go through what he went through with like becoming the one at the center of it all with the world tree and all that stuff, and maybe trying to save him or
Okay.
rescue him from that, I wouldn't say captivity, but he's definitely in a spot
Some
where he
sort of
can't
prison. He
move
can't do
away.
anything,
Yeah. So it could be that. So they can maybe like branch the Disney Plus people off into the movies again in a bigger way. So it's like, hey, you guys paid off for the people that were there for years to subscribe to see seasons 1 and 2.
Right.
So it's like, I don't know. I feel like that gives off a payoff, or like let this movie be the culmination of like all of the Disney Plus stuff, Wanda, all that shit.
I mean, that's probably the goal
Falcon and the Winter
because
Soldier.
they've been selling so much.
Well, Falcon and the Winter Soldier is gonna pick up in Captain America 4 and
Right.
Thunderbolts technically because you got Winter Soldier and Falcon. But I don't know. I feel like as of late, Disney has really fallen off the wayside because they've really been banking on people to watch Disney Plus as opposed to watching the movies. And they, at least until now, that's why I think they've slowed down a lot with all these releases because you have 6, 7 fucking things, so you have to subscribe for like basically the whole fucking year to watch this content to get the next thing. So I think that's why they're trying to like die down on them, and also why they're doing like Spotlight, where it's like available on Hulu and Disney Plus. So, and it's a little more adult. It's not as streamlined, and it's like you watch it. If you don't, you don't. So I think that's where they're going to try to go with their shows from now on, is like, if you don't watch it, it won't matter as long as you go watch the movies, because they know that's where their money is.
Right.
Like, it's definitely
The
there.
next show is Agatha, right?
There is
Is that like it's not like
no, it's technically X-Men 97,
oh
the animated show.
the animated, yeah.
Yeah, and then we're getting Deadpool 3,
Okay.
which will probably end up getting a Super Bowl trailer for Deadpool 3.
Oh, true.
And
yeah.
I can't wait.
That's super new.
It's gonna be so
Super
great.
soon. Not super new. Well, it is new.
It's gonna be new, yeah. So in about a couple weeks, guys, more than likely we'll have some kind of Deadpool teaser or trailer
It's gonna be fun.
in February.
It's not gonna be
probably
like-
for it'll be a Valentine's Day trailer, some kind of bullshit, because it's him and Hugh Jack. Like it's gonna
yeah,
be
I
some
could
kind
see
of
that. I could
Valentine's
see
Day
that. I could see
promo.
that.
Like this is the perfect time for them. So, I mean, like, what do you think? Like, do you think Tom Hiddleston could I mean, yeah, in the first Avengers and Thor 1, like, he was headlining with Chris Hemsworth, but like, do you think there's a chance where like
He could be a villain again?
no, but just a centric storyline that's like bigger around that character?
Probably. I mean, right now it seems like he's like at a dead end, you know? Like we don't I don't know. I feel like we're kind of left in the dark a little bit with Loki.
Yeah,
It's kind of annoying. So this is all speculation. We just have to wait and see.
because we're not gonna get a season 3 of Loki, so we gotta get some.
So he's
kind
got to
of,
be somewhere in the
and
movie,
we
right?
saw in What If the World Tree exists with the Watchers, so like it's there. And we're getting more teasers with season 3 of What If. They Marvel has released more little teasers, which are just more of like narrations from the Watcher with like clips of the last 2 seasons, but they're still promoting season 3 a lot, and it's coming out this year. I have a funny feeling it's gonna come out in the summer of this year, and I think that's why they're pushing it. So I think it's going to come out probably between X-Men 97 and Deadpool 3.
How long is X-Men 97? Do you know?
I don't know because the original had a couple of seasons. I don't know. My phone's off right now. But there were a couple seasons of the original, obviously in 97. I think there was like 6 seasons. 6. Look it up real fast. But while that's happening, like I know they're bringing back a lot of the original cast from the original animated series. I didn't watch it a lot growing up. I did watch it. Like if it was on, it was on. But that's because we didn't have streaming services and it was a lot harder to just like change the channel to possibly commercials. Like you never know what you're
changing. Get up and change the channel.
Yeah, like the thing is like demographics were so much more like controlled back then in the 90s than they are today. Like you cannot control a demographic in 2024 because you don't know who's consuming. 5 seasons? Okay. So they did 5 seasons, and now they're rebooting it or like continuing on that story, which might connect somehow into maybe the what if stuff. I'm not sure because the animation is going to be close to what it was in the 90s, just updated. So we'll see what ends up happening there. We'll probably get a trailer for that around Super Bowl as well. Probably not released for Super Bowl, but around that time released online. Just to like piggyback off of the Deadpool stuff.
I feel like after
X-Men,
Super Bowl, we're gonna have a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot more than last year.
I don't even know what we talked about last year.
We didn't talk about it that much because there wasn't a lot announced, because there wasn't a lot of movies coming out really that needed any of that stuff, because like Marvel's was coming out so later in the year that it released. It wasn't as big. This is going to be bigger because we're getting just one movie. So they're putting all of their marketing this year, like all that money that they would put into 4 or 5 movies, they're putting into one. We're going to get some crazy shit. So
already a lot of money.
Yeah. But we'll see what ends up happening. Another thing in superhero news that I want to bring up is actually moving over to another universe, to our DC universe. But before we jump into that, here's a word from our sponsor.
Thank you for BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. BetterHelp is the world's largest therapy service, and it's 100% online. With BetterHelp, you can tap into a network of over 30,000 licensed and experienced therapists who can help you with a wide range of issues. To get started, you can just answer a few questions about your needs and preferences in therapy. That way, BetterHelp can match you with the right therapist from their network. Then you can talk to a therapist however you feel comfortable, whether it's text, chat, phone, or video call. You can message your therapist at any time and schedule live sessions when it's convenient for you. If your therapist isn't the right fit for any reason, you can switch to a new therapist at no additional cost. With BetterHelp, you can get the same professionalism and quality you expect from in-office therapy, but with a therapist who is custom-picked for you. Any scheduling flexibility and at a more affordable price. Just get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/nerdlocker. The link is going to be right down below in the description.
Hi, classic horror icon here. You're probably wondering, what's going on?
Yeah?
Well, let me ask you, do you like scary movies?
Yes?
Then boy do I have some news for you. There's this business called Seventh Ink, founded by Matthew Johnson, a local artist in the Florida area who creates amazing clothing with his own original Halloween-inspired art. Not only do they have t-shirts, hoodies, and dresses, they have pins, magnets, hats, and more.
Wow, these designs are actually pretty sick.
Here, try one yourself.
Oh shit, these are actually pretty nice.
Check under the shirt.
How did you get 2 shirts on me? What are you doing? Keep me the shirts.
That's Seventh Ink, ladies and gentlemen, and if you follow the link below and use our code ANGEL at checkout, you'll get 10% off your entire order. That's ANGEL at checkout for 10% off your order. Isn't that right, little buddy? Aww, not another one.
And we're back. So, tackling DC. We have a new casting announcement, which was Milly Alcock was announced to be Supergirl.
Right, I saw that.
Yeah, so she's from House of Dragon.
Which I've never seen.
Neither have I.
But I want to. I haven't
never watched Game of Thrones. But
that's like not your thing.
Yeah. So she is, and all I know for a fact, and this is from like reading about it, her schedule has opened up. Because they're no longer using her in House of Dragon for like that time frame of the character. So they don't need her anymore. So she'll have an open schedule. James Gunn came and like confirmed it and said he was really excited and wanted, like, I guess she encompasses everything. And when he first announced Supergirl, he had said that whereas Superman Clark like lands and like gets a loving family and like grows up with good parents, she is left on a chunk of Krypton just fending for herself and watch everyone perish around her. So she has a much different like view of how everything went down because she's a little bit older than Clark.
Question.
Yes.
They're not related, are they?
They're cousins.
Oh, okay. Did not know that. Okay. Huh.
Yeah, don't start egging on for some romance. That's
No, I wasn't. That's why I
Okay,
really thought they were like brother and sister or something.
No, cousins.
That's cool. Also, what are the odds?
No, because it was like the House of L. It's kind of like Viltrumites with Invincible.
Invincible?
Yeah. Same kind of thing. Weird. Speaking of Invincible, might as well throw this in there. We now know when season 2, part 2 is gonna.
March 22nd?
Nope.
I thought that was the confirmed date.
It is March. Hold on. March 14th.
Oh wow.
This guy.
What?
Steering you off by 8 days. You'd have been waiting and it would have already been out.
The 4 people that watch this?
Yeah. Mad.
Pissed.
Pissed.
Comment in the bottom if you're pissed.
Comment, Oliver's a fucktard.
Wait,
so
well, don't do that.
So yeah. With her being cast, I mean, I'm excited to see with all these new fresh faces, this is gonna feel like a new DCU.
Mm-hmm.
In my personal opinion, I don't think 2025 was long enough. Like, I'm okay if they would have pushed this off to like 2028. Like, I could take a few more years without a Superman movie.
I feel like they come out so frequently.
No, not really, because Man of Steel came out in 2013.
And yet it feels like yesterday.
It's because we've seen Henry Cavill in many different things, including not Superman roles, but even Superman in cameos, like in Shazam, both of them, or Black Adam.
Technically not Shazam, just as...
Yeah, but we still saw Superman. We thought Henry Cavill. We have Justice League, BVS, and Black Adam. So, like, he was around and everything. So
and Peacemaker, I guess, technically.
And yes, Peacemaker. So it goes to show that, like, you can definitely take your time with things, but I don't think, even though it's original solo movie 12 years later when it comes out, I don't know. We'll see.
I'm willing to wait, dude. Like,
but we're not. We're getting it 2025.
That's so soon.
The strikes did not do anything. Did not delay anything. So.
Okay, cool. You must be really set in stone with this idea.
Yeah. With Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor.
Still weird to me. I can't wrap my head around it. I mean, I feel like that's going back to like Jesse Eisenberg being like...
Jesse Eisenberg gave some a bit of advice to Nicholas Hoult and said, "Don't do what I did." That was his advice.
Which was...
Just don't do anything I did. Because he didn't do it well.
This is going to be so weird.
It's going to be weird. We'll see. And then one last tidbit before we head out. Keeping within DC, but throwing it over to you. Suicide Squad.
Right. Yeah. Suicide Squad is supposed to be the new Suicide Squad where it's called Kill the Justice League is coming out soon. Some people have played it already. There hasn't been very many reviews, but the public, do not like it. Rocksteady makes the game. For those of you that know or don't know, they made the Arkham games. And Arkham games are amazing. They are super stable on launch. There's a glitch where people can beat the game immediately right now. So they stopped production of the game in order to fix this glitch, which is unheard of. And then you told me that they're also working on a DLC, but the game isn't fully developed yet.
Yeah.
Joker is confirmed. What do you think? Oh, and based on how he looks, what do you think?
So I know why he looks the way he does. He's supposed to be a alternate universe version of the Joker that we had in the Arkham games. So it's the same Joker, different universe. Why the fuck does he look that way?
I don't know, dude.
Understand.
He looks like an anime character. He looks weird.
He looks like someone out of K-pop.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand if it's like, if you plucked him out of a timeline, did you pluck him out of an earlier part of the timeline? Because, like, that was the only thing that could make sense, because then I would be okay with that.
Also, we don't know who voices it.
I'm going to assume Troy Baker.
Yeah, you think they'll do Troy?
Because they also confirmed that this is not Kevin Conroy's last appearance as Batman. There's another thing that he did that no one's talking about.
Wow.
So either another game or another animated thing, but he...
It could be, there's nothing, like, the only thing that's actually confirmed is the DLC. And is Joker in the DLC?
Yeah.
There's speculation or rumors about other characters being Victor Freeze, Zoe Lawton, who's Lawless. Do you know who that is?
No.
Slade Wilson, Katana, and Killer Croc.
Deathstroke could be cool.
Yeah, that'd be neat.
Yeah.
Because, you probably can play with him, obviously. Yeah. Other than that, there's a lot. So what?
Play with him?
Oh, well, that's not what. Fuck you, okay? You always twist my words into something I don't mean. Damn it! Now I lost my train of thought. See what I have to deal with?
Hippity hoppity, my soul. Your soul is my property.
I was gonna ask, what is this? What?
This is Tea Turtle.
Can they read
Not
it?
sponsored.
Can they read it?
Yeah. Hippity hoppity, your soul is my property.
Pretty cute.
It glows in the dark.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not sponsored, but great. Check them out.
What is it?
Not linked. Just go check them out.
Just go do it.
TeaTurtle.com.
But none of IGN Metascore has not rated the game yet because it hasn't been fully released yet because it's got pulled offline, and Rocksteady's like, what the fuck is happening? But the public has rated it a whopping
22.
22 out of 1,000. 2.2. I'm not gonna say what this person's name is, but their review is really funny. I played the game for an hour, 0.8 seconds. Keep in mind, I didn't and probably never will finish this game. I decided to stop before I ran out of time to refund it. Because you only get 2 hours until you have to refund it.
Gotcha.
As it is, quite frankly, not worth the money and somewhat hoping to be pleasantly something else.
He's trying to find his place.
Yeah, I did. Anyway, they hated it.
Okay.
But majority is a 1 rating right now until Rocksteady figures its shit out.
Yeah, guys, we waited so long for nothing. I feel like that's what's happening with most video games, though. Very disappointing lately.
I mean, it's the same thing with movies. I mean, everything's getting remade. Everything's not fully developed sometimes. Like, what's the Aquaman? Aquaman 2.
Oh, yeah. So, who knows? Other than that, is there anything else that you want to bring up today?
Not for right now. No.
All right. So, where can they find you, bud?
You can find me in this room. Yo, if I just gave up my address right now. Don't say it. I know you're thinking. Do I?
2?
No. Stop. You can find me on the Sphere 21 at any social media platform except for TikTok. I'm Oliver Kahn VA. Stop.
2742.
Oh, wait. What is that? 27.
Kentucky Avenue.
Is that like a murder house?
No.
Oh, someone's going to find themselves somewhere.
You can find me at Amore Photography. You can find this studio at Archangel Studios. And you can find this podcast at nerdlockerpodcast.com. No, not where you can find it. There's no .com.
That's not it.
Nerdlocker Podcast. Type it into that search bar on Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube.
What's wrong with you?
Bye.
What was that?